everybody, Fixxxer here. Welcome back to Herald and Interactive period drama. First things first, my main complaint about the game is the saved games. I had to replay, like, this chapter all the way up until this point to get back to here, because I closed the game out after last episode. So it seems to only save at the chapters, which is quite a long time for someone who can't just plow through something, you know, in one sitting. So, Ian tells us that Brunswick is hiding stuff in his bookcase, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to look through his bookcase, because we're nosy like that. And here somewhere.
The entire bookcase was devoted to poetry.
We already know that.
The entire...
And I clicked on the same thing.
I was surprised to find...
Yes.
A loose wallboard was cleverly hidden behind the loose wallboard was a cleverly hidden compartment containing a single booklet. It seemed to be Brunswick's journal.
Snoop! We're snooping.
Brunswick seemed to like writing rather cheesy poetry.
Sit by me, boy, lend me your youthful ears, and let me share the wisdom of my years. For I shall tell you all that you will need, and hungry on my knowledge you will feed. I'll tell of hard times, storms, and times of rest, of seas and winds, and shores in east and west, of how to set a course and chart the sea. Sit by me, boy, come sit here on my knee. Sit by me, boy, and let me stroke your hair, and tell of honest men, both brave and fair, of strangers turning brothers more than friends, a bond and hardship forged that never ends. Now let us spend this summer night at ease, away from boisterous crew and chilly breeze. Just you and me, our purposes akin. Sit by me, boy, our lesson to begin. Alright, so this is getting kind of creepy.
It was Officer Brunswick's journal.
27th Journal of Rupert Alastair Brunswick, in which I will detail the daily events and conditions of the HLV Herald's voyage from the Protectorate capital to the eastern colonies, starting on the 6th of April in the year 1857 of our Lord. Turn the page, or... Well, straight to the end would tell me that I would get to the most recent stuff, right? So turning the page, probably not too useful. I have a feeling he's going to barge in here on me. So my fear is I turn the page, I read the first page, he barges in here, and I don't get the information I want. This will take me straight to the information I want, I think. And this is for if I'm greedy.
Brunswick wrote about Ian in his journal.
Okay. It is the end of the afternoon, and we are about to leave the capital harbor. Anywhere else in the world, I may well have preferred to weigh anchor with more daylight left, but I know the channel like the back of my hand, and I want to take advantage of this excellent NNE wind, north-northeast wind. The clear weather and proximity of the coast might provide a good opportunity for Ian to practice distance measurements, if time allows it. Lately, the boy has been doing wonderfully despite his stubborn streak. His comprehension of navigational principles is growing by the day. His mother will be proud of him. I think I might give him my old mentor's compass for this occasion, his first real ocean voyage. May it serve the handsome boy as well as it has served me. Am I not doing all I possibly can to make Ian feel... Alright. So this is getting kind of in your face about the creepiness of this guy. So much so that I have a feeling it's just coincidental that it's coming across as creepy, and that this guy literally just wants to be this kid's mentor. Maybe his lot in life is to be a mentor to a kid, so the kid can grow up to be a commander of a fleet or something, whatever. I don't know. The creepiness is just kind of too in your face, so that's what I think. It's asked me if I want to get even more greedy about what's going on, because I want to know if it is creepiness or if it just seems creepy.
It was Officer Brunswick's journal. Brunswick's last entry told about a hole in the wall behind one of the paintings.
Naturally, that means the painting has to stay where it is, even if it does look better on my bed's headboard. I have decided against informing Ludlow about the hole, as to not raise unnecessary discomfort. It has, however, reminded me of my inadvertent observation now already seen several weeks ago, and I am in doubt whether I should inform the captain after all. Of course, as Captain Hendricks so often emphasizes, he is responsible to know of all that takes place aboard his ship. On the other hand, if it does not feel right to betray a fellow officer for something that, by my judgment, does not endanger the functioning of the crew or ship in any way. So, he's spying on Ludlow. And he found something. What did he find? Something he apparently feels isn't too big a deal. So, probably Ludlow's got the gun, and he probably just doesn't think it's a big deal. I don't know. I wish I could read that. I wonder if that actually says... It actually says something, does it? I flipped back to the beginning. I went back a page.
There was a poem, and something about calculations on the page.
The rolling... Tuesday, April 7th, 1857. The rolling waves which foaming crest break lately on the shore, while fiery sky glows in the west and gulls above us soar. I woke with these words, waiting impatiently to be entrusted to paper. I may use them in a longer poem for one day, but at this moment my mind is occupied by yesterday evening's events. What were those events? It just makes you want to go back a page. The wind has, over the night, turned ever so slightly to north, and the night watch has trimmed the sails accordingly. I have finished all necessary calculations for our course. All is still quiet on deck, so I decided to direct my attention to the decoration of my cabin. I have all but forgotten about that hole in the wall, rediscovering it only when I wanted to move a painting. Alright, I want to look at the hole in the wall before he barges in here. I'm still convinced that he's going to barge in here.
One of the paintings depicted...
Yes, look behind it, though.
The paintings seem...
Lovely. This is very slow. Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner. Pay no... Oh.
What's that?
What's that?
Is there someone spying on me?
Well, he should probably think it's the first officer, right? I didn't really know what to say. I accused Ludlow of stealing the gun. I have a feeling Ludlow would go on the defensive.
You stole the gun.
Devan, are you snooping around?
Maybe.
I didn't expect you to be that kind of person.
Well, I didn't expect you to steal a gun. I was searching for a missing gun. I asked Ludlow why he took the gun. I didn't want to discuss the gun through the hole in the wall. Yeah, let's go with that.
Look, Ludlow, we really need to talk. Can I come in?
Well, all right. Just be quiet, and I'll unlock the door for you.
Yeah, he's the kind of person that would succumb to
Before you start, please
blackmail.
Listen to me, Devan. I know it's against the captain's rules and all, but some rules are there to be broken.
So why did he steal it? I gave Ludlow a lecture. I agree with no. Is he alright?
Are you willing to explain to me what's wrong? You seem troubled.
I'm fine, don't worry. I wasn't secretly plotting to go on a killing spree tonight.
Well, I mean, why did you get it?
But you never know. I might change my mind.
That's not what you're supposed to say. What? I want to know why Ludlow shut himself in. Well, I want to return the gun, but I have a feeling he needs a little bit of convincing to do that, so let's
I'm just a little worried, Ludlow. What are you actually going to do with that thing? I hope you are not trying to...
Go on a murder spree, as he just said. He said he may change his mind.
I'm not suicidal. It's just... It's not fair, Devan. I know the Merchant Navy Handbook from cover to cover. It clearly says that every officer is allowed to bear arms. Every officer, Devan. I'm an officer. So why don't I get to exercise my rights aboard the Herald?
Why was it so important? I wonder why the captain had banned guns. I agree with Ludlow that it was unfair. I want to know why he banned guns. I mean, in the end, he's probably just paranoid that someone's going to rise up against him. Well, why is he paranoid of that? What is he doing that makes him think people would rise up against him? Why the gun was so important to him? I think... Okay, if this is the case, we already know the answer to that. He just feels it's his right. So let's go with this.
Have you asked the captain why he banned guns?
Supposedly something about old and outdated policies. But honestly, Devan, I don't really care about the gun.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
I just want the captain to know that if Brunswick gives up his rights, it doesn't automatically mean that I'll give up mine as well. For some reason, I'm always expected to do as the white man does. I'm never trusted to make my own decisions. Sometimes I feel like I'm an officer in nothing but name.
Let Lolo know I was going to report him. I advised Lolo to hide the gun. I want to return the gun. I'm not sure if he's going to react well to me reporting. Well, maybe he would. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't want him to hide a gun. I want him... Let's do this.
You won't achieve any recognition by breaking the captain's rules. If an officer wants respect, he has to deserve it. I won't tell anybody you took the gun, but only if you return it to the weapons cache.
Good. This is what I like.
If you do, then do it now, before the shift changes and everyone wakes up.
Okay, I like this one.
Ha! Caught you red-handed.
Okay.
Good job, Rensburg.
How dare you barge in here?
Yeah, I mean, you probably shouldn't have done that, Chief.
Didn't your mother teach you that stealing is wrong?
Stealing? I am exercising my rights as an officer. Now get out of my cabin.
You really think that those fancy clothes give you any rights? Now, act like you're supposed to and give that back.
Shit, I don't like this situation. I told Haywood to bugger off. I just let Lolo explain why he needed a gun. I don't think that Haywood would care, one way or another. Asking someone like that to calm down usually doesn't end well, and asking him to bugger off usually won't end well. This probably would end... this would probably end the best. So let's do that.
Why do you need a gun, Ludlow?
Before I became part of this crew, I was always allowed to carry a firearm. I just don't see why I can't have one now.
Is this going to turn into a race thing? I mean, does he want a gun because he's afraid of racists?
I don't believe you. You're up to something. I just know it.
No, I'm not. You have to believe me. I just want to feel safe.
Ain't there other ways to protect yourself? A real man can always count on his fists.
Well, I know my way with a knife, but I don't have anything other than the cutlery from the galley to work with.
You've been sneaking around in the galley too now, have you? The nerve.
So, I asked Haywood to give Ludlow a knife instead of the gun. I kind of like that. I demand that Ludlow give the gun back. I told Ludlow he had every right to keep the gun. I like this.
Maybe you could give him a knife, Haywood. It will please the captain if you get the gun back. And as far as I know, he hasn't said anything about knives.
Well, then he can come and get one himself. I don't care what you folk do, as long as it don't mess with the captain's orders. That is, if your highness complies.
I guess I can agree to that. It's better than nothing.
Good. That's settled. You come with me, Rensburg. It's time we got those sails to the captain.
Okay, I feel that's a good compromise, and nobody's dead, and everybody, I mean, they may not be perfectly happy, but they're not perfectly angry either. Okay, we'll just have a sweeping shot of the boat. Sure, why not? Alright.
Thanks for helping me yesterday.
That's what I'm here for, bro. I told Lolo it had only been the right thing to do. I reproached Lolo for stealing. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know if I want to apologize either. It had been the only right thing to do.
It was the only right thing to do.
If you say so. I am not someone to hold a grudge. You know, I don't even need to have a weapon with me all the time. Just knowing that I can get it from my cabin whenever I want makes me feel safer. Would you like one of Undra's butterscotch treats? They're the captain's favorite.
I do like butterscotch. Yes, thank you. Oh man, going through this game as a dick would be fun, I think. Yeah, I like butterscotch.
Well, okay then. Those look too delicious to refuse.
I have a bad feeling that was a mistake. Why that? Wait a minute, this was awkward. Why did he give me a butter? It's going to be on my breath. And oh shit, he's going to throw me under the bus, isn't he? He'll be like, so the captain will be like, someone stole my butterscotch, and he'll be like, check out this dude's breath, and oh, it's gonna happen.
They do, don't they? Feel free to indulge yourself, Devan.
I have a bad feeling about that. I just love how he was being so friendly with me. Yeah. See, Devan and I are on the same page. Interesting question down here. But we're going with that.
Why are you being so friendly with me?
I thought you'd never ask. I need allies, Devan. And friends can provide a kind of protection that a weapon never will. Back in the capital, I picked you. And believe me, that wasn't without reason.
It's a race thing, isn't it? Well, yeah, I want to
Care to tell me what the reason is?
The captain thinks I don't know. Or that's what I hope I've led him to believe. But I read his newspaper the moment I got my hands on it. Here, take a look.
Their wages, which apparently they deem unreasonable, even going so far as accusing the Lord Protector of abuse of power. Until these excessive demands be met, the planters have ceased all work, and many indigo plantations in the coastal region stand empty. It is to be expected that a major portion, if not all, of the crops will go to waste if the strike persists. The loss of the indigo harvest, although it is but one of the eastern colonies' export products, will without a doubt mean a tremendous blow to our economy. Already, indigo prices are rising sharply, and they will continue to rise until the indigo production finally resumes. Colony citizens are looking at Regent Jonathan Vesey for a solution, but at the time of these reports, the Regent had yet to formulate a response. Meanwhile, indigo clippers lie idly in colony harbors, vainly waiting for cargo, and many trade ships still in the Protectorate territory have been delayed until it becomes clear how long the situation will last. Captain Cullen of the Loyalty, currently moored in the capital harbor, thus responded when our correspondent asked about his opinion on the matter. It is simply of no use to sail out when we cannot be sure of a cargo to take back. I wholly agree that. My crew is getting restless, however, and I am of a mind to change. Okay, so this whole voyage is for waste. So why? So what does that have to do with the second officer? And why would he need an ally? Is he using this as a way to defect or something like that?
Without indigo to trade, the reason for our voyage has become a mystery to me.
Oh, he's suggesting that the captain knows that there is no indigo. So why is the captain going over? I asked Ludlow what he was thinking. I didn't understand what this had to do with me. Yeah, I don't understand what it has to do with me either, but I want to know what he's thinking.
What are you thinking?
I'm worried, Devan. There seems to be more to the Herald than meets the eye. What's going on down there?
What is going on down there? Oh, shit, son. Ian, what'd you do? Did he kill the first officer?
Don't come any closer!
Uh-oh. Could I have prevented that?
I'll jump!
I
will! Just get away!
I don't know. I want to know what happened. I thought Ian had gone mad. Well, what happened?
What happened? What did you do?
It was his hand that guided me. But now I need to finish it. I must.
I dared Ian to jump. Oh my god, there is a dick mode. I told Ian that jumping would surely kill him.
I know life can be hard, Ian, but please don't jump. It's not worth it.
I can't live on this ship anymore. I need to get away. Somehow.
Are they trafficking this kid? Don't tell me they're trafficking kids. I tried to convince Ian that he was smarter than this. As I said, I understood what Ian was going through. I tried to convince Ian that Brunswick meant no harm. Well, that would probably piss him off. Smarter than this? He's going to be insulted by any of these. I don't know what he's going through, so how can I understand it? Alright.
You're a smart boy, Ian. Confused, but smart. Don't prove them right by doing something as stupid as this.
But this is the only way. I've been shown this is the only way.
Be strong. I tried to convince Ian that Brunswick meant no harm. I argued that killing yourself wouldn't help. Be strong.
Ian, think about it. Maybe think of all this as a test to overcome your fears and look them right in the eye instead of running away.
You mean it's... Oh, Lord. What have I done?
Sweet. Okay. Well, I did okay, I guess. Wonderful. Fantastic. Uh-oh. So, is that GG for
I had
him?
saved Ian from making another mistake,
Oh boy.
but none of the crew cared for the cabin boy's fate. They were all too busy tending to the esteemed navigator, who was bleeding out on the deck below us.
Wait, is that not Brunswick? That's not Brunswick then. So why did he kill the navigator? Wait a minute, I'm confused. I don't remember what Brunswick looks like. It's been a day since I played the game.
Well, it seems to me he had that coming.
One thing's for sure, we know that we do survive this whole debacle, right? Ooh, interesting. Who?
Who exactly?
The navigator, of course. Brunswick.
Alright, so he is the first officer / navigator. The game may have told me that before, I just didn't remember. Alright, well, everything, that makes sense.
He was tormenting that boy. He should have known better.
So, was he killed because of the tormenting or because of the creepiness, or both?
He should have acted like an adult.
Yes. They are both troubled individuals. You're right about Brunswick. I think she is right about Brunswick.
Yes, but a man of such fame is hard-pressed to believe that he's wrong. Deep down inside, though, I think he knew.
When somebody places his or her trust in your good judgment, you better not abuse that, or it will come back to you, Devan. In this case, Brunswick just went too far, even with all his good intentions. As a teacher and mentor, he should have known better.
Yep. Why was Brunswick a victim? I feel sorry for Ian. Is this important to you? As a teacher and mentor, he should have known better, so I'm asking if that was important to her. Why was Brunswick a victim? I feel sorry for Ian. Alright, well, I do.
I feel sorry for Ian. He had some serious problems, and no one to turn to.
Well, it could have been you, Devan.
Look, Devan. When kings take pride in their rule over others, they often become tyrants. I've seen it happen myself. It's a sort of power that corrupts good men.
Excuse me, Merirani. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there is something that demands your immediate attention.
Ruh-roh.
I'll be right down. Excuse me, Devan. Please wait here and do not move. Understood? Good.
I think I've proven with my past that I am fully capable of snooping, which is what I'm going to do if you leave. Alright, go. Hurry up. I'd like to... There's nothing here but pillows. Alright, well, I've already moved, and it was involuntary. Alright, let's go over here first, then.
Not the best bed I have ever slept in.
Oh, certainly not the worst. It's not like this place is a dump. I mean, you're not in a prison cell, yo. Oh, my shirt.
How did I end up in this again?
You... Well, you had Ian kill the first officer. Oh. Holy cow.
What a beautiful ring. A newspaper clipping about the accidental death of a Raja. Interesting.
Raja Abe II dead. Local ruler suffers stroke in Krishnapur Harbor. Regent Chandler sends condolences. Yesterday morning, the harbor of Krishnapur was the sad scene of an event, as unexpected as it was tragic. It saw the untimely demise of Raja Abe II, beloved ruler of the native state of Mishra. The Raja, accompanied by his daughter of 12, had been inspecting a ship in its final stages of completion, having commissioned the vessel some months earlier when disaster struck. Witnesses report to have seen the Raja reach for his heart while crossing the gangway, subsequently falling between the quay and the ship. Whether this sudden seizure was the main cause of his death, or whether he might have lived had it not deposited him paralyzed into the water, is unclear. The unfortunate truth is that by the time his body was brought up by quick and diligent efforts of the workers on the vessel, his soul had already departed. There are those who would seek malicious intent where none is apparent. Readers can rest assured that, despite all evidence indicating that the lamentable accident was, in fact, just that, circumstances surrounding the Raja's death will be thoroughly investigated. Regent Chandler has expressed his deepest regret at the loss of Raja Abe II and sends his condolences to his family. From our political correspondent, the death of a ruler is rarely a small affair, so it should come as no surprise that the same can be said about the unfortunate death of Raja Abe II. The Raja's demise is, indeed, expected to have far-reaching consequences for the state of Mishra, for the ruler has left his subjects without a legitimate male heir to the throne. I think I know what's going on. As such, according to the doctrine of lapse, control of the territory will automatically fall into the capable hands of the Protectorate, an earlier custom of native sovereigns, which allowed them to appoint one not of their blood as a successor, thereby continuing their rule in a way against God's own signs, is no longer applicable under this doctrine. So, alright, I thought that was going to apply to the captain. I'm guessing that this is probably the Herald that they were talking about. So, and we do have the political officer, of course. Uh-oh, I got caught.
Now, when did I say you could walk around while I was gone?
I don't really have an answer for that. You didn't.
You didn't, but...
Say that with confidence.
You don't need to answer that. Now sit down. You are still my prisoner, remember?
For how long?
How long are you going to keep me here?
I'll keep you here for as long as necessary. Now tell me the rest of your story. I assume the captain must have been furious after what happened.
Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, I'm going to call that an episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.